wish I wouldn't have given up so much of myself. Many years I lost sight of any form of creativity. Consistently told me that I was overweight and I lost who I was. I almost feel like I'm playing a character.
Hello and welcome to Mirror Magazine, the podcast where we bring the journey, ups and downs, and challenges of models and stylists from all around the world. Today, I'm your host, Mahveen, and we have the amazing Amanda. Welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Perfect. Thank you. So I've been looking forward to have this chat with you. So why don't we kick off and start it with some very fun questions?
Okay.
Amazing. So, Amanda, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself? Where did the journey of modeling begin? And I always started with this question because I really want to know the vibe. I want to get the vibe and understand.
Okay. So when I was about 5 years old, I was born in Virginia, and my mom had done some modeling when she was growing up. So she entered me in like JC Penney runway shows, but that's all it took. I enjoyed it. There was actually a little girl who was younger than me walking with me that I have photos of me leading her by the hand because she got nervous. So we became a duo act. But from then on, it was something that I always wanted to pursue, and I chose to do a midnight last minute shooting of my shot, if you will, to 17 magazine when I was 16 years old, just turning 17, and then that became something. So it gave me the hope that it could be real. So yeah.
Perfect. So I want to know, it's been a very long journey since the date you started this path up to now. I want to know, what is the biggest lesson that you've learned?
I've learned that no matter how much rejection that you might receive, if it's something that you truly want, you need to continue to chase after that dream, because for many years I lost sight of any form of creativity at all, and I lost who I was, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I wish I wouldn't have given up so much of myself based off of other people's judgments, because modeling is such a broad business that there's something in there for everybody, right?
How do you stay motivated? It's more of mentally, when I say motivated, because I know if you are truly following this path of modeling, this is specific diet and specific workout routine, your sleep schedule, everything has to be organized and based on it has to be highly organized based on a specific standard. So I want to know, how do you stay motivated? And especially for women, the hormonal changes.
So, what drives me now is that I'm doing it purely based off of love for this business. I enjoy the creativity. I enjoy having my hands in every photo shoot that I do. Every concept that I work out with a photographer as soon as I enter into an agreement with them. But aside from that motivation, I find that structure has helped me throughout my life outside of my wild years. So I chose to start doing yoga and meditation as soon as I wake up. That is the only form of working out that I do, but I'm very conscious of what I eat and the diet that I have. So, became second nature.
When it comes to the modeling, you sometimes subconsciously see yourself in the position of comparing yourself to the other people, either on social media or in real life. I'd like to know, how do you handle that? I'm sure that this happens if it's about hairstyle, if it's about the body type, or the promotions or collaborations. I want to know, how do you handle this constant feeling of comparison?
When I was younger, I was jealous. I'm not even going to try to lie about it. I had a lot of jealousy. Like, why isn't this happening to me? I've been working so hard. But as I've gotten older, I realized that everything happens in its due time, and it could happen overnight for some people. But again, if it's something that you truly love, it's going to come to you eventually, but you have to stay the course. That's what it's been for me. So now when I see people that I've been compared to, or I see having more success than me perceived, I realize that social media is made to make people look a certain way, and it's not necessarily always that way. I'm sure that they've also done their hard work, their due diligence, and they deserve it every much as every bit as much as I do. And I look at it as motivation. I take a lot of my creative ideas from other things that I've seen in passing. So I kind of appreciate it now as opposed to looking at it as a challenge or as a bad thing. It's actually good.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
I would like to know when it comes to the shooting day, I want to know what is your ideal shooting session?
Ideally, it doesn't involve icy water like the shoot that I did in May, but outside of that, ideally, I just want to vibe with the photographer. I want to feel comfortable. I want to feel confident. And I just want to deliver something that I can be proud of and that hopefully they can be proud of as well. And then it also forms lasting connections. So that's important to me as well, to be someone that people want to work with.
That's amazing. Has there ever been a shooting day that you thought it's going to go well, but the results were like, no, thank you. I really don't like it.
I thankfully haven't had a bad shoot yet, knock on wood. The
Not
only negative experience that I've had, again, has to do with that icy water. I did a birthday shoot in May, which in most states is summer, but in the state of Maine is still considered spring. And the water was probably 20 degrees. When I tell you I went to instant shock. I was cold for 7 hours. It was terrible. That part was horrible. Everything else was great. The pictures came out wonderfully. You couldn't tell that I was miserable. It was rough. It was a rough time, though.
I get that. So, have you ever had this experience that in the middle of the shooting, you get that energy that you're like, oh no, I shouldn't be here? Because I asked it be something personally experienced that I was so ready, I was so excited to do a specific shooting with a specific photographer. But in the day, in the middle of the shooting, I was like, oh my God, this I really have to get out of here. Not because of a bad thing happened, just because of an energy. And I want to know, how did you keep that like inside yourself to not ruin the outcomes, the photos?
So I was given good advice by the first photographer that I worked with when first getting back into modeling. And this was purely a self-confidence project. I needed to rebuild after being broken. And she told me if I ever got uncomfortable on set in such a way as you described, which I'm sorry that happened to you, I could always close my eyes and go to a happier place. And as a very visual, imaginative person, it helps me if I do get uncomfortable or feel out of place to just close my eyes, take a deep breath, ground myself, and reset. I almost feel like I'm playing a character of sorts because who I am as a person is not at all who we see in these photos. I'm more down to earth and less intimidating.
I get that. When, when, and where was the moment that you were the proudest of yourself?
So this last set of, well, the last shoot that I did, that's out right now that you featured in Mirror, I was very proud of the way that I worked with this photographer, Traveling H, his name's Derek, but he and I have created wonderful work together even when I was in mourning after losing my stepfather. I had done a shoot with him then, and his energy just brought me to where I needed to be. It was okay that I was sad. I could look slightly mournful and intense in these photos, and he encouraged me. So the second shoot with him, I was very proud of myself for it was more joyful, and I liked it a lot.
Amazing. And there are a lot of people interested in this path. They're just starting off. What is one thing that you want them to know? It might be very like underrated, but you still want them to know this and keep going. I know that it's going to be like you have to keep going despite the challenges, but I really want something that you personally experienced.
I feel like as a woman in this industry with so many, there are wonderful photographers out there, and I don't want to scare anyone, but the facts are the facts. As a woman, you need to always protect yourself. If you feel uncomfortable at all with a photographer, follow that instinct. Do not go to the photo shoot or bring someone with you. If someone tries to discourage you from bringing someone with you because you're feeling slightly uncomfortable, it's not the shoot for you. Something else will come along, something better. I just always follow that gut. Always. That would be the top, especially as a mom, the top info I can give, because you always need to protect yourself.
So let's move on to our funny questions, which is my favorite part of the podcast. So let's see. What is the fashion trend that you secretly hate and why? I know personally I have a lot of answers for that. Let's move with you.
It's the Crocs for me. I know that people love them, but they drive me insane. I know we're not supposed to judge, but you can see it on my face. I mean, it's just appalling.
So
Yeah.
true. Oh, what is your idea about the Labubu?
That's the little dolls or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Pretty beautiful.
my
Cute.
daughter's obsessed with them, and I can't say that I have an issue because I grew up on Polly Pockets, and I don't mean the rubber dolls from the 2000s. I mean the intricate little sets that I saved to gift her. Love them. I'm here for it.
Perfect. Describe your personal style in just 3 words.
Okay, so I would say that I am a classic bohemian type.
Oh, nice. So it's 2 words now.
Classic bohemian and earthy.
Nice.
Yes.
I like that. What is one thing you'll never ever wear again?
Ooh, low-rise jeans. It's a
Why?
terrible idea. I don't know who came up with that, but yeah,
Amanda,
my mom
I
is
like
right.
that.
Yes.
Okay. So, what was the last outfit that made you feel completely unstoppable?
I recently did a photo shoot with a photographer, and it was cliffside, so it's very Grecian goddess feeling. And I found this brand called Beluda, and they are out of Thailand, but they make this dress that you can wear 3 ways, and I'm obsessed with it.
3 ways.
Like, I love it.
Nice.
Yes.
Have you ever done catwalks?
The only catwalk that I've done, I was 5, and I would love to give it a go again, but in safe heels, if such a thing exists. I feel like I'd be like that clip of the model who had those deer legs walking down. That would be me. Like, and then I just fall, you know.
Terrible. So, this is a very good question, which I would like to answer this after you. What is one underrated accessory that deserves a comeback?
The toe ring. Absolutely the toe ring. It gave off this image of being cool and accessible. Like, you knew what type of person you were getting with a toe ring wearer.
Oh my God. Have you seen Rihanna's toe ring, the diamond toe ring?
Yes. See,
oh my
she
God.
gets it.
That is incredible.
And she's amazing. So that supports my theory.
Yes. What is your ideas about tattoos?
I love them. I very clearly have a lot. Every single one of mine tells a story, and I started off wanting to use just one artist. Andrew Stortz out of New Hampshire ended up doing this arm before I realized that as a very small human being, I have very little space, and I started to become more selective with the parts of my life story that I wanted to have close to me. So I love them.
So what's your favorite color?
Yellow.
Perfect. Are you a cat person or dog person?
I want a dog so badly. I want a little puppy.
So would you rather curly hair or straight hair?
I spent so many years straightening my hair and ruining it that I've learned to love my curls, as chaotic as they are, but it takes learning your hair type, which I didn't know about growing up. So now that I do, I love my curls. I do not straighten them anymore.
That's sweet. So, it's a very fun question that I just switched from those serious questions to fun questions just to keep it more engaging. I would love to know, have you ever, as you said, that you were on a very strict diet because of just fitting into that specific community. Was there any specific food cravings that you kind of struggled with, especially sugar cravings, sweet cravings?
It's terrible, and my best friend's gonna hate this answer, but I'm still addicted to McDonald's. The quarter pounder gets me every time. Yeah, I can't help myself. Guilty pleasure, you know?
Guilty pleasure. And then you kind of trick yourself sometimes. Because I'm personally, when I go on a specific diet, like calorie deficits, I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? And the more I get away from it, the more I want it, the more I crave it. And that's pretty tough.
It's rare. I try to balance it all out, but like twice a month, I get my fix. Yeah, it's bad.
So, if you wanted to leave us with one sentence, what would you say?
I would say that in life, it is incredibly important to follow your dreams, regardless of what even those closest to you might be telling you. Just
Perfect.
go for it.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And please let us know, tell the audience, how can we follow you on your social media?
So you can find me on Instagram, Amanda SH0524. I no longer have a TikTok, but Instagram is the way forward for me.
Perfect. Thank you so much for today.
Thank you. I hope you have a good night.
You too. Thanks and bye.
Bye.